There's some real strange activity that's going on. I don't know if you saw or were able to see the video that I had. Um, at the end of that video, I had some food in my car, so you could see sauces in my front driver part. But I wanted to show you something. When I used to stand outside and smoke weed all the time. Not all the time, but I was in this not this hotel. But anyways, really quick, I was just gonna say the strange activity was a random African man came in a car, and he saw me in the traffic. He was like, "Can I get your number?" And then I gave it to him too, just to see what's going on. And then he was like, "So can I take you out or not?" Oh hell no, because y'all, I'm about to change my number anyways. But I was like trying to be seeing what was going on, how he spotted me in the car while I'm traveling in the car, baby. Now what sense do that make? So this is, I think, the Comfort Inn. I think it says Comfort Inn or something like that. Well, that looks kind of like my old Honda CR-V I used to have up there. But, oh no, it's not, because it has different rims. But yeah, I had one of the rooms that's over here. There used to be cars that was parked here, like a bunch of business people. Business cars, that's another thing that I learned about. Companies, people that work for different companies that go traveling and stay at hotels, some of them are actually gang stalkers. Oh, let me move, because there's a Caucasian European American woman coming, and I don't want her feeling weird that I have my camera out and her thinking I'm trying to record her. But so anyways, there was a lot of business people that were here at the time. You see how it looks completely almost empty here. But I just noticed that some of the people that were here, and they actually have workout equipment. I know when the gang stalker saw that I was working out, trying to get my stay in shape, and it was working out was keeping stress off of my mind and stuff. That's when all of a sudden Family Promise, the shelter people that's called Family Promise that pay for people to stay in hotel rooms, they had all of a sudden randomly out the blue said this. They said blah blah blah, this is our last night staying here, everybody has to move their belongings from this hotel to another one because this hotel raised their rates. So what happened was this Comfort Inn raised their rates as part of gang stalking. They kept having fire alarms go off at every hotel, even Larkspur Landing in Hillsboro, where I have the vibe that it's a bunch of Masons who go stay at that hotel, and Eastern Stars, because I had it on camera how there was a woman wearing red and she was smiling at me. She had all white hair, and her and her husband, they were staring at us. And people got to be real evil and wicked to smile at you, knowing that they're causing you and your son, your child, discomfort, as well as other people, just for the sake of gang stalking. And then you think that you're gonna have a pleasant end of your life. Joke's on y'all, motherfucking ass. So in the meantime, I mean to say, regard that aside, how I started realizing that it might have been true that I was actually an earth angel is because one time I had gave a Caucasian American and European older male something, and he was like, "You know what? Thank you so much. You're an angel." And I used to stand out here in this spot and smoke all the time. I wanted to come see if it still was here, but look, it's something that's actually on the ground in the spot I used to chill at. As you can see, there's like trees, there's like bushes and stuff. So this was my little spot where I used to come and smoke at right here. And look what's on the ground. And I thought it stood for Earth Angel. E and A. I'm pretty sure it stood for whoever name they wrote it in, like the initials of the people who wrote that. But it's just so cool because the plus sign almost looked like upside down, like there's a dot. But isn't that so cool? That's the coolest thing I've seen. And that's seeing little signs like that. And then one night I was out here and I was walking, and then all of a sudden I was listening to something on YouTube. I can't remember what it was. And then all of a sudden it switched off, and then some ethereal music started playing at the time. I was like, what? I didn't press anything. It just went to some ethereal healing music or something like that. And I was like, I never even heard or seen that video. So it was a bunch of supernatural stuff. And another thing, speaking about supernatural stuff, oh man, it feels so good to be out in the sun. Come on, baby, chocolate me up. But yeah, is the guy that I told you that was allegedly supposed to be my husband. All of a sudden he says, so what different supernatural experiences have you had? thus far. And it was just strange for him to ask me that. And he was saying, I was like, how do you know that? And then he said, well, I told you I'm a praying man of God. I love God. I told you that. And he goes to a church out there. I don't know if I want to say the church name because I don't want it to, it's not going to look bad for the owner of the church, but I don't know. It's just too much craziness. It's like, so basically, the reason why I tell all these stories, guys, is to show how a whole bunch of stuff for years be connected. Like for instance, my family coach that helps out with TANF, he's trying to get a motherfucking attitude with me. Rick Wilson from DHS, getting mad with me. Told something, it's not that hard to find a job these days. He sound like the sloppy fuck of a officer that told me it's hard for him to fathom that my phone was hacked. Meanwhile, my throat is really dry and my allergies are bothering me because of the weather changing and the flowers are blooming and stuff. I apologize for that. But anyways, it just pisses me off because I was asking him information, but he ignored me. Now he want to be a smart mouth ass nigga. Rick Wilson. In my mind, I'm like, bitch, shut up. Because when I was asking you for help, you ignored me. And then when I'm telling you about what I'm going through, you told me, oh, well, I hope Home Forward can help you. Because there's nothing I can do about neighbor issues or something like that. And there was no reason for him to say that. Sometimes people just be assholes just to be assholes. And then later on in life, they wonder why certain shit happened to their ass. Like why they go through certain shit when they not even an earth angel. And then like things be going great for them, then all of a sudden it take a turn for the worse. It's people like that it happened to because it's all fun and games when it ain't happening to you, and then you want to talk shit and make fun of somebody, but then when as soon as it's happening to you, then you want somebody to have some sympathy for your ass and you can't handle it just because that's what somebody was saying about these positions. And if I see another SUV looking like that again coming to almost every spot I'm going to, I ain't gonna say. I made a mental note. Now that they on camera, they know I'm watching their ass because I keep seeing that same gold SUV, and I'm not delusional to the point where I'm thinking every gold SUV is the same person. But it's just kind of weird how I keep seeing one everywhere I'm at. Seeing this got black man and a dog in it, he was looking straight over here at me. Yeah, nigga. I'm watching y'all motherfucking ass because I was just not too long ago down the street. Then all of a sudden, a dude in the white Toyota asking me, can he ask me out or not? Like, that's not how you talk to no woman that you on a date. And I should, nowadays, I'm going to just tell these niggas I ain't no divine feminine yet. So trust me, you don't want to be being with me. I'm an earth angel, but I'm almost working towards being a divine feminine. But I'm not there just yet. But I'm working on it. And at this point, I'm in my Queen of Swords energy, and that's just fine with me right now. Keep these MFers away from me, and then all of a sudden they want to come in like clockwork and like a bunch of flies. Get y'all ass out of here. Raggedy ass maggots. Shit. I'll be not an earth angel, I'll be a divine feminine in the future, but for right now, just the energy I'm in. Oh goodness. But it's so beautiful out here, y'all. And it's a blessing to be looking back on a situation and see how far God has brought me and my son and I, compared to where we were. Because when I stand here, I remember the mind frame, the mindset, and the frame of mind I was in. Oh, look at that bee right there, bro. Hey. But I'm in the frame of mind that I was in. It's like when I was at this hotel and this is not too far from the Lombard Hotel that we were at, the Pepper Tree Inn Hotel in Beaverton, closer to the freeway, going that way. Like I think we go down like 1 or 2 blocks, and then that's the Beaverton Transit Center, and then you go down Lombard, and that's the house. That's where I walked all the way from here to there with my belongings and my son in the stroller. And that's when, after I had a dream, I happened to wake up and see that, well, not wake up, but walk by there and realize that's the same house that I had a dream of that had a big window. And next to that window on the inside, where that big window was, is the bathroom. and the bathroom had a tub in there. At least that's what it looked like in my dream. And it had a tub with a man that was still fully dressed. He had on khakis and a blue or like a dark blue jacket and maybe a white shirt or something like that. And it was still zipped up and his hands was crossed like somebody was gonna bury him or whatever. I don't know if they were doing, if they killed him like that or if he died and they had him dressed and they took the body and put it in that water to preserve it to do some sort of ritual or something. But all I know is that that man that was dead was floating in some water next to a big ass window in a house that looked like it was an old plantation looking house, like it used to be. It looked kind of like the way it looked in the dream, that it used to be like slaves or some shit over there with high grass, high grass. And I walked by that place and it had high grass. It's a big ass tree. That big ass tree is still there, but they cut they tore the house down now. So I can't even show you the big window that was facing the street just like it was in my dream. And whoever those energies was, God chose to show me it while I was here. And I was only like less than 2 miles away from that location of where that house was. And I'm over here, I'm like, I was smoking on the weed that Andrew Cole sold to me. He sold weed on the street, and he came with a woman that was with him, and I got a vibe from her. I don't think I wouldn't be surprised if she was doing some sort of spell work or witchcraft, and they were both working together and got paid to do something to my weed that they sold to me. But that's why I'm saying that he used to live off interstate in those blue houses across the street from the Satchel dispensary. I don't know if he still lived there. I don't think he does. I don't feel that he does. But he was a cool dude, and he was liking me. He had a gold tooth. He was an old player. But the reason why I say these people's names, even if they're the fake names, that's not their real name, is because some people out here know those people. And I want you guys to beware and be careful dealing with these individuals so you can know what they're capable of doing and who they really are, in case you had a feeling that those type of individuals was that way and you may not have recognized it, or you maybe this is like confirmation about it or something like that. So yeah, that's all I wanted to tell you guys. And back when I used to be here. So yeah, white truck. And it's crazy because everything is not a coincidence when certain things happen. Some of these people be thinking that they OGs by standing here stalking a woman, and they some grown ass men, a woman with a child, but you hard though. Yeah, get out of here with that. All right, y'all, I'm out. I just wanted to show y'all that Earth Angel sign over there because of the stuff I was going through with my son. I used to walk everywhere, even down that street all the way to the Max over there. Man, them walks was no joke, bro. Walking everywhere with my son, and it was hot around that time too. That's how I lost all that weight. My back used to be sweating. I used to walk almost everywhere. And back then, I didn't really have money like that, so I had to take the Max only sometimes and barely took the bus. I walked almost everywhere. That stuff was strengthening me. And what's that Coi Leray girl that she said all this walking, something gonna strengthen me. I can't remember, but that song had got me through too, from Coi Leray, when she was talking about all this walking gonna make me stronger or make me better or something. I used to listen to that song and it had inspired me about some of the stuff that was going on. See what I mean? Some of this stuff don't just happen. Because why you gonna park your truck way over there just to come all the way over here to the Mexican store and where the laundromat, and y'all looking at me and y'all was laughing? I felt their energy focusing on me while they was walking by. That's why I can't stand niggas sometimes. They think they so hard, but be trying to bully and harass women. They saw I had that motherfucking camera, so they leaving my ass alone. They probably wasn't trying to fuck with me, but they parked way over there, but they walked like you could have just drove. I ain't even see